Not since the original Berserk anime series have I seen a show end that leaves me sort of angry and excited at the same time. Excited over the fact that I can't wait to start reading the Tokyo Ghoul manga. I'm angry over the fact that I can't continue to watch it in anime form, and that's because of the way they're ending the series. This episode was great. It was filled to the brim with a ton of badass, nasty action. The battle between Kaneki and Jason is hands down, no comparison, the best fight scene of the entire anime series. But it's the build-up to it which is so fucked up! This is one of the most disturbing episodes of any anime that I've seen, period, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that Jason was torturing Kaneki with some really sick shit. Not only was he continuously cutting off his fingers and toes, only because they would grow back, but he actually took this nasty-ass poisonous centipede and stuck it into his head so that it would slowly eat his brain and drive him insane. The reason this scene is so awesome is, not only is it just really disturbing, but Kaneki is slowly but surely drifting in and out of consciousness, and every once in a while he'll go to this weird white world where Rize the demon is hanging out, and she's sort of acting like the angel from It's a Wonderful Life and basically telling him, like, look, all of the things that have happened in your life, the death of your mother, the fact that you haven't been able to save your friends, this is all your fault. It's just cause and effect. And hindsight might be a bitch, but this is your chance to finally start learning from your mistakes and to get off your ass and start doing something about it. And that's exactly what happens. Now, I just dressed that up in the way that I usually do, but the way it's portrayed in the anime version is really nice. When they're actually in that weird white world, I love how there's the flowers which get constantly covered in blood as the episode is going on. And when Kaneki finally decides to do something about it, he literally rips himself from his shackles and literally pounces right on top of Rize, and in a way, devours her in order to get her strength. And that's when he finally decides to fight against Jason. And what's strange is the fight is literally at the very end of the episode. Half of the fight, they start showing the end credits of the show, but the battle between them is intense. The coolest thing is the huge personality change for Kaneki. Before, he was just sort of a whiny, unsure character. Once his hair turned white, he immediately became a badass, and apparently he's finally taking advantage of his, ability to heal himself very quickly. And that is something that Jason actually mentioned earlier in the episode, is that he has the uncanny ability to heal himself. And since he's been through such extreme torture, nothing really bothers him anymore. And there's this move where he's getting ready to kick Jason, and his leg gets broken when it's grabbed, because he literally twists it around multiple times just so that he can kick Jason in the face. But he's able to instantly, bring it right back into place and heal it. It's really disgusting and awesome. But Jason also has these other abilities where he's able to bring out his weird Kagune tentacles, which form this mask around his face, almost like the Venom stuff from Spider-Man. And he has this one massive arm which is covered in it, which is basically like his big, beefy, dangerous arm. And that's when him and Kaneki have this fight where the choreography just goes insane. They're jumping all over the room, destroying everything in sight. Kaneki is using his tentacles to lift himself up in the air to have a big, huge advantage over him. And eventually, he just pounds him into the ground constantly and seems to continuously break his legs and sort of fuck with him by asking him to count back from 1,007 places, which is exactly what Jason was doing to him, and he even starts to count in place. And then the episode just sort of suddenly ends with Kaneki devouring Jason. Fade to black, that's the last scene of the entire anime, and I don't even know what to think of it right now. So, what's the rundown on the final episode of Tokyo Ghoul? It was a really well done episode. It had great production value. There's no doubt there. It was a beautiful looking episode filled to the brim with a lot of grotesque imagery. The battle between Kaneki and Jason was awesome. It was exactly what I wanted. Would I have liked it to go on a little bit longer? Yes. Would I like less censorship? Hell yes! There were a lot of scenes this week that were kind of hard to understand what was going on because they just love throwing that big black bar over everything. Not only that, but this episode just gave me the creeps. All the things that Jason was doing to Kaneki was messed up. Not just the torture, but just bringing in the two people who were trying to help him out and making Kaneki choose which one of them he is going to kill. And he can't do that, so he decides to kill both of them. And it's basically just to, sort of mess with Kaneki's head a little bit more. But unlucky for Jason, by the end of the episode, Kaneki is way past that. He's basically become a completely different character at this point. And that's why I'm so disappointed. I want to see more of this. I want to see it in anime form. The manga is apparently about to finish. Why can't we get more anime? I just don't get it. This series should have started in October. It would have been way more fun for the Halloween season, even though that's still about another month away. Otherwise, I still think that Tokyo Ghoul was a nice experiment. I think it had a lot of really great scenes. It had some cool characters. They just didn't live up to their potential quite yet. They need more time to grow. So, this is a great anime series. It's just not perfect. It's just not complete. And I don't know if it's ever going to be complete. Hopefully we will get some more Tokyo Ghoul in the future. What I will say is, if you're into action, horror, grotesque imagery, and just badass anime action, this is the series for you. It has some pretty interesting characters. There is a little bit of humor sprinkled in there, but for the most part, this series is played very, very serious, and I think it's just a lot of fun. So, overall, this episode right here, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I thought it was a great episode. It just sucks that it has to be the final one. And I would give it a lower score just because they aren't really following up on anything else. Like, we don't even get to see, like, what's going on with the Ontaku group. What was up with that one-eyed owl character that they introduced in the previous episode that they're not doing anything with? They're basically saying, go and read the manga. I don't like that. That makes me angry. But this was still an entertaining episode. I still think the series is worth checking out at least once. So, the whole series in general, if I were to give it, like, a whole score out of 5... I'd probably give it a 4. I'd give it more if it would continue, but otherwise I think it was a pretty successful show. I just want more. I can't say that enough. Give me more Tokyo Ghoul. So check it out, guys. This week's episode is a 5 out of 5. Whole series is a 4 out of 5. Pretty good stuff. Check it out. Thank you guys for watching my review today. Before you leave, make sure to hit that like button so you can give this video a thumbs up. And please tell me what you thought about the final episode of the Tokyo Ghoul anime series. And what did you guys think about the entire run? Now that the anime is over, are you going to migrate over to the manga version? And make sure if you guys have not already to go ahead and subscribe to our channel. There's a little button up here that you can click on. And you can also check us out on Facebook and on Twitter.
Do you like Amazon.com? I know I do. Corey and I now have an Amazon link in our video description box below. And if you go to it and buy anything through Amazon.com, it will support our channel. So bookmark that link, make it happen, and support our channel without having to do a damn thing.
Another great way you guys can help support our channel is by donating directly through our PayPal link in the description box below. We recommend $2 a month, although this is completely optional. But the best way to go about this is by sneaking into your mom's room and taking $2. This way, she won't even notice. And we won't have to shake you up for all of your lunch money. So guys, that concludes this review today. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.